Hey guys, Marcy here. Welcome. I'm otherwise known as the Cranky Crafter. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. If you think about it, like and subscribe. That would be great. I would be very tickled to find myself on a search engine and pop up at some point. We're going to do another tag for the Art by Marlene challenge. We're on day 30. That means we have today and tomorrow, and then this series will be done. I know that I just recently started this YouTube channel and making videos, so I didn't do the whole series and I didn't record it all, but I do have all my tags in a stack, so I thought maybe when it was done, if we wanted to, we would kind of do a flip through of all of them, even though I don't have video coverage of making all of them. So today's color that she's showcasing is called Breeze. It's like almost like a mint green, it seems like. So I'm going to use this mint green. This is by Martha Stewart. It's called Beach Glass. I don't even know if she makes these still. And then I'm also going to use this turquoise, I think, and maybe perhaps Barely Lilac, and maybe perhaps this Dina Wakley paint, which is Blackberry. Those are all perhapses. I don't know yet. Okay, so we need to get paint down. I'm gonna cut off all the used bits of my sponges just so I have a few ready to go. I do have my blinds open. I don't know if that will make the lighting better or worse. We're gonna find out together. So just going to, let's see, should we do, yeah, I'll do this. I'm gonna do the showcase color kind of as the base. Just gonna sponge it on. I don't have any gesso or anything down first, just the tag. Somebody must be working outside because I can hear random noises. It's very nice out today. Everybody has been opening up their lawnmowers and weed eaters and all that stuff as of late. Okay, so we've got that color down. And I also have this accent color that I think I'm going to use with a stamp. I tend to keep white, a little bit of white. I don't always, but I find that most often I'll keep some white open because it just, I don't know, it speaks more to me in my brain. I do at times cover the entire surface, but not most often. I don't find myself to do that anyway. So got this little leaf stamp. I think these are from Art Foamies. In fact, I think it was an artist, I don't remember her name now, but I did fodder school one year, which is like a big like mixed media class that you can do for a full year. And she made some stamps for one of the classes. And since it was like botanicals, I decided I would get them. Art Foamies also comes with these little sponges. I don't really know what they're for, to be honest, but I use them to help get some paint or whatever it is on. So I just kind of dab it on like that. Don't want it on too thick because then you won't get a super great image. But it doesn't, you know, I mean, it's a background, so it's not like it's gonna be terrible if you don't get it on just right. Because you'll see that I don't. Yeah, see, can you hear that? Somebody's working outside. It could even be my husband and I just don't even know it. Those are fun, aren't they? They got kind of like a folktale look to them. So I was helping Ione, my middle kid. She's getting ready to move in a couple weeks, and I was helping her get some items packed. She was super excited because I'd been saving for her my Pyrex dishes, like old school Pyrex dishes. I should have put a piece of paper under here, huh, and caught that stamp. That's okay. I was saving my old school Pyrex dishes for her, and she was very excited. And so I asked her if she wanted to take them with her when she moved. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I really feel like I want another one. Maybe I just won't do it all the way. Like, just have it be a little bit lighter. Which way do I want it? Oh boy. Maybe like that. Okay, but now I need another one because that's an even number. She is gonna be sharing. I couldn't think of the word. My brain doesn't always work all the way. She's gonna be sharing an apartment with somebody. And so I didn't know, you know, how much space that she was gonna have, but she said she wanted to take them. So I said to myself, I'll wrap them up so that they're ready to go. And so I went into what we call the Harry Potter closet, which is really just a closet that goes underneath our stairs. It like kind of wraps all the way around. And I keep like packing materials and stuff under there. And get under there, and you have to crouch down, right? I mean, I'm short and I even still have to crouch down. And I'm coming out and I stand up too fast and I whacked my head right on the metal shelving. Is the shelving's there all the time? Yes, it is. Do I still hit my head on it almost every single time that I go in there? Yes. Yes, I do. Well, I don't know why, but it's a true story. I do it, and it is not pleasant. Okay, so I'm going to use some of this darker purple, I think. I don't need a lot. And I think also I'm going to use some of the lighter purple. Also don't need a lot. And I'm going to use one of these. I'm going to make some splatters. And I do have one of these little like fan brushes. You don't have to have one of these. You can use any paintbrush, honestly. You could use a round one, and I have used a round one. You could use a great bigger round one, because then you would get maybe huge splats. So I have my paint. Jeez, I probably did. Can you see it? Okay, but I'm gonna wet it a little bit and just kind of spread it around. If you feel like it's not wet enough, you can add more water. And then proceed to be ready to make a mess, because no matter how many times I try to make splatters, it never looks like it does when folks do it. And now it's all over my laptop. Okay, and I do have water here, a tiny bit of water. I keep these filled with water in case I do watercolor. And then they sit here sometimes and evaporate because I'm in the desert. And so I just figure I'm just hydrating my space. Okay, now I wanted to put some of this light one as splatters too. We'll see if that, holy moly, that's fun. Was not planned, but I'm taking it. Okay, and then I'll wipe it off, rinse it off in the other jar. That's like, they've evaporated so much that there's maybe a ½ inch of water. All right, so we need this too. This is gonna be kind of a simple one today, as far as backgrounds go, I guess. I'm gonna get my heat gun out just for a second. Otherwise the splatters are gonna move all over. Okay, it's still a little bit wet. We'll make it work. So my idea is I'm gonna do butterflies today, flutterbys, and I'm kind of just gonna like lay them all around, but I was thinking maybe I might put glue some paper down a little bit to add a little bit of texture. And for that, I might use a glue stick. I'm going to. I'm using this Tombow. I don't know if you ever use these, but they smell like baby butt. Clean baby butt. Otherwise known as baby powder or baby lotion. I don't know if I'm a fan or not. I haven't actually decided. These are just some torn up book page. I don't think they were actually from a book. I think it was just like from a, I don't know, some kind of background papers or something that happened to be text. Oh boy, right into the purple. Oh boy. Good job, Mars. So, if you watch any of my other videos, which hopefully you have, I'm on the search for a part-time job because my husband just recently lost his job suddenly, randomly. Not cool, but here we are. Okay, that's done. But for the butterflies, I'm gonna use my trusty art glitter glue because otherwise, I don't know if the glue stick will hold it. And I might have to I might come in later and put some more dots with the darker purple. We'll see. Oh, okay, come on, we can do it. Yeah, there we go. So I've been applying for jobs. Had a few interviews. No offers yet. It's very different. Let's see, does it go this way or this way? How about this way? It's very different when I was, you know, back in the day applying for jobs, where you went in and you filled out a paper application, talked to somebody, you were able to like make an impression, right? Whether that was good or not, you still got the opportunity. Like that? Okay. Where are we gonna put the last one? Down here? Up here? Down? Up. Kind of like it up. Do we like it up? Just put it down, Marcy. Don't hee-hawing around. And then I'm gonna snip off the little edges of all of it, paper and images. So yeah, it's not like it was when I was, you know, young person trying to find a job, and you'd walk in and you'd get to say hi to the manager and all that. No, that's not how it is anymore. Do we want butterflies coming off the page? No, I think it's too busy. I'll save that butterfly wing for another time. And here's another one. I think I do want to use a paintbrush though, and maybe get some of this purple, dark purple, because there are some splatters of that, but not a ton. I want some more dots. Let's see. So, you know, everything's mostly done online. You find the job online, you fill out the application online, you try to put your best foot forward online. That, in my opinion, is more difficult, because I think that it's like everything, it's like there's like a process, right? So if you have the right words in your resume or cover letter or whatever, you make it past like one step in the process. And that might just be like an AI step where it's literally filtering your information, looking for specific words in relation to whatever you're applying for. Okay, all right, that looks a little bit better, doesn't it? And my resume is not, it's slim, guys. It's slim. Being a stay-at-home parent, although it gives you a lot of experiences and skills, that doesn't translate on paper the best. And so it's a lot of, usually ends up being a lot of more like hands-on labory type of positions. Anyway, I've had a few interviews. I did, there's like a new grocery co-op, interviewed in there, and I interviewed at a local bakery, and I interviewed at a local soap production place, which I didn't even know we had here. All right, let's embellish the butterflies. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Oh, bother. Well, you're gonna have to come along with me, because I didn't choose a quote before I started, and sometimes that can take a little bit, because am I gonna be snarky, or am I gonna be, you know, sentimental? You never can tell. It depends on the day. Really, it depends on the day. How snarky am I gonna be? What's the level of snark? Because there's almost always some. All right, let's embellish these butterflies. I'm sitting here looking to see how I want to do that, because they're already quite fancy. But I didn't get offered any of those positions. And so I keep on trying. Keep on going. And then the other weekend, my girlfriend was in town visiting, who I love very much. And we were roosting in the sunroom, otherwise known as sitting on the couch, gabbing. And I was looking through, like, there's, you know, websites and apps and stuff that you can look through to see, like, who's hiring and who needs help and whatever. And this position popped up, and I'm like, I can do that. I can do that. And I was reading the description to her, and we both decided, you can do that. This isn't coming out very well. Come on. There we go. And you can't see it. All right, fine. Let's go with a darker one. It was like a back room, working in the back room of Macy's. Like getting shipments, I'm guessing probably tagged and put away, and online orders packaged and such. And I'm like, I can do that. I can totally do that. So she ever so graciously sat through me filling out this very lengthy application online. Probably the longest one that I have filled out to date. And was a huge support for me as I'm answering these hard questions. Some of them were even multiple choice, so there's that. And then, you know, you gotta write up a specific cover letter for each position now. So then you have to go and obviously try to make it so that it's fitting for whatever position you're applying for. So we did all that. And then I clicked the submit button, and then shortly after that, I got an email, look, right in the blue paint. You guys were waiting for that, weren't you? Shortly after that, I got an email and also a text message, but to like say, hello, we're interested in having you move forward. And to do that, you have to do an interview online. Like, it said that it was going to be via like Zoom or something. And that's when the anxiety struck. Because, like, okay, I feel like I can work up to an interview in person, but now I'm going to be doing it online, but not with a real person. And so I'm thinking I'm just going to be looking at myself. I mean, listen, I'm talking to myself right now, kind of. But A, I hadn't started my channel yet. And B, this still terrifies me every time I set up to do this. I don't know. Am I going to have anything worth talking about? Am I going to even have anything to talk about? Is it just going to be a whole bunch of like awkward silence? Because nobody wants to stick around for that. So, yeah. So there was a lot of, there was a lot of morale boosting from the best girlfriend who was saying, this is going to be fine. You can do it. You're going to be great. She was very kind and helpful. And this green does not want to come out. Do you think maybe after all this time, it's actually running out of ink is the reason? That could be. But I'm not really in the position to buy anymore, so we're going to use every last stinking drop. So I clicked through all the processes, and it told me, you know, what to do to get in and do the interview. But before I could do that, it was made quite clear that, oh, there it is. My girlfriend would be sequestered to her bedroom until until I got through the interview. I had to do it by myself. Like, I couldn't have anybody watching me. So you go in your room and you know, whatever you're going to do in there. Knit, take a shower, and I will somehow manage to get through the interview. And I did it. We did it. We made it through. I didn't get the job. In fact, I think it was the next day when they sent me a message and are like, we've decided not to move forward with your application. Come on. I could have had your back room like so organized. I alphabetized my spices, for crying out loud. Well, that's your loss. So I'm still looking. We're still looking, guys. We're still looking. I got this up totally upside down. All right, I think this one, last one, needs a little bit of something, and then we can find a quote maybe. What color do I need for this one? Green. Green? Purple. Purple. But the most recent one actually was like a part-time. Well, all of them that I'm looking for are actually part-time, but it's a temporary. That's the word I was looking for. Office assistant at like a veterans center. And so I did put in my application, but after I did it, I decided that they probably will want to hire an actual veteran, and I am not. And I totally agree if they want to hire an actual veteran, because I think that will offer many a veteran comfort, you know, to have some of their own in there, surrounding them when they're in that center. Okay, let's put it back up this way. And now we're going to find a quote. But I think we'll go with something, not that. Maybe something like motivational. This one's quite fitting. Don't forget to fly. Okay, we want samesies? No, I don't think so. I'm thinking, oh, yeah, we're going to do purple. Just need a small bit. So, the job search continues, and I'm looking all the time. Come on, glue. Hoping. And I've applied for a lot more places than I've gotten interviews for. There. And a lot of places just don't even respond back. And I think that's hard. I mean, I think it's hard. Like, you know, all these young kids that are out looking for jobs and, well, anybody, but especially young kids. I think it's hard when you go through all that, you know, online stuff and you never ever hear anything. It's kind of discouraging. Do we need something else? Oh, yes, we do. We need to outline. How about we outline a couple? This is my Stabilo all. I probably should have done this before I put the quote down. I don't know if I'm going to outline all of them, but a couple. Oh, come on. But a couple. This guy doesn't even have an antenna. Should I give him some? These guys don't. They don't all have antenna. Don't all butterflies have antennas? This guy does. What do I know? Maybe they don't. Well, I think we might give him some. How about we outline 3? Which other one should I do? This one? Yeah. Thanks. I figured you guys would choose that one. So we have one more tomorrow. After this everyday series is over. I don't think I'm going to be making videos every day. I don't honestly know. I don't think I would have enough creative brain to do that. Okay. But we'll figure out something to do. I can do a flip through if you want one of Is that good? Do we like that? I maybe could have went with a smaller pen, but I didn't. So here we are. I can do a flip through of all of them. That might be fun. And then I might just do like art journal spreads, maybe, or whatever. I'll think of something to do. You can also give me ideas for anybody that stuck around this long and would like to give me ideas. I might make some master boards for like ATC cards. Okay. All right, I think that's good. Let's find one of these jobbies. This one's already cut and it's very similar to the color. All right, there we go. Don't forget to fly. See you tomorrow, guys.